Hey there, thank you so much for coming back to watch this week's beauty throwback. So I thought it would be fun to do a shop my stash. And so I have a whole bunch of products here. One item is something I've never used, but the color. And then I just went ahead and I went through my makeup and grabbed some stuff that I haven't used in a really long time. I thought we would just do a cute little summer look. So if you want to hang out with me while I do that, we'll chit chat, all that kind of stuff, then please keep on watching. So this is my little small laundry basket that I use to like put clean underwear and socks in and stuff, and like kitchen towels, but I just grabbed it. So, okay, we'll just go ahead and go through the stuff as we use it. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing my eyes first because this is a pretty colorful palette. It's the Juvia's Place Afrique palette. I really do like this brand. I need to grab a poof. Alrighty, okay. So I did not grab an, what is it called? An eye base, sorry. I have a migraine, it's 7 o'clock. It's a whole thing, but I'm gonna be using the NYX Got You Covered concealer, and that's the one I'm gonna be using on my face, and we'll just use it as an eye primer, so, okay. If I remember correctly, this stuff is pretty thick. And yep, it sure is. And it is very full coverage, which is fine. As you can see, I've got some major under eye circles going on, so it will work out fine. But anyway, how y'all been doing? I've been doing okay. So I forgot to update everyone. So my goal for my birthday was losing 50 pounds. I am not there. I've lost about 25, so got another about 25 to go, but it is what it is, so, okay, but got that concealer blended in. Yeah, okay, so this is a gorgeous palette. I have not dressed yet, obviously. I have no idea what my eye look's gonna look like, and we're just gonna have to see how it goes. But this is the palette. Very pretty, a lot of colors, which, you know, I was thinking, Kim, you're 38, it's time to like settle down on like the brights, and I'm just like, no, I still want to do what I want to do. I still love bright makeup, and I want to be able to do what I want to do. So we're just gonna do that. Okay, I'm trying to think, what should we do today? Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Okay, I'm gonna go into Togo, which is this shimmery green right here. Really pretty, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, I like to go in with my shimmers first, especially when I'm using a tacky eye base or concealer. Just kind of helps to adhere the shimmer a little bit better. That is beautiful. Very pretty, but anyway, so still doing the weight loss thing, even though it hasn't been super successful, but I'm gonna get there. So it is all good. Okay, so I think what I'm going to go with next, sorry, I'm grabbing eye brushes while I'm doing this. I know, every time I do a video, I'm like, guess what? I need to wash makeup brushes, and guess what? I need to wash makeup brushes. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Niger, which is this really pretty matte green. I'm just gonna pick some of this up, tap off the excess, and we're just gonna go ahead and start laying this down. It's gonna look a little messy at first just because, you know, we're not blending yet, we're just applying. And sometimes with super pigmented shadows or pigments instead of eyeshadows, sometimes the best way to do that is to apply and then blend. So we're just gonna be doing that. My friend Jackie, actually, because I was using it was the Norvina AB, anyway, it was a Norvina pigment palette, and she's actually like, you know, just try applying the color first and then try to blend it out. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Dakar, which is this really pretty orange, because why not? Why not? Go ahead and try to find a smaller brush. We'll just go with this one. Anyway, so work is still going good. Just gonna go ahead and work a little bit of that orange into the crease area. And then we're gonna start blending. You know what, I need to grab a close-up mirror. And you know me, I'm just using a mirror from another palette. Because unfortunately, Juvia's Place palettes do not have a mirror, but they're really pretty packaging, so it's fine. I'm not really worried about it. Blend, blend. So now I'm going to go ahead and just grab a crease brush, and I think I'm going to go ahead and go into Cameroon, which is this really pretty kind of dark camel shade, and we're just going to actually just put this directly into the crease. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my last shade. Well, before I do like the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go in with Kissy right here, and I'm gonna just use this as a transition shade. So you don't have to do your makeup how you see everyone else do it. You don't have to do your makeup how I'm doing it. I know most people go in with a transition shade first. I have a hard time blending, so I do like to sometimes just go in a different way, just because it kind of helps me sometimes to be able to blend a little bit better. Do what you like. Do what works for you. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some brows, and I did not have like a brow product I don't use or very often, but I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Auburn, one of my favorite. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to do my brows. I'll be right back. You've seen me do my brows 1.5 billion times, so I'll be right back. All right, they're definitely cousins today. Oh well, okay. So for foundation, I thought I'd go ahead and go in with the L'Oreal Age Perfect 4-in-1 Tinted Balm. I've been kind of enjoying lighter coverage, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with this today. Once again, I do have that NYX concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some up, and we'll just go in and start. This is a pretty nice foundation. Definitely a little bit of a lighter coverage, but it's fine. It's still decent. I'll be able to adjust the coverage level with the concealer. So I'm okay with it. So it's so weird. So I live in northern Utah, if you didn't know. And usually by now we'd be like in the 90s, almost 100s. And it's been weird. Every day, I'm not even kidding you, every day at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, we get rain. We get overcast, we get windy, we get cool down. It's so weird. I'm not used to this type of weather, you know, during the summer. It's really, really weird. We sleep with our windows open, and it's getting so chilly at night that like we're gonna be closing the windows tonight. It drops down to like the 40s, which is weird. Usually around this time we're still in the 70s at night, So you need to have your windows open and a fan going, sometimes even an air conditioner. But it's so weird that we are like, yeah, it's just odd. Sorry, I have allergies and my nose is runny. Okay, so as you can see, we still got some imperfections showing, but it did a good job of kind of, you know what foundation is supposed to do. It's supposed to kind of even things out, which, yeah, it's a good tinted balm. I do like this product. I just don't use it, so went ahead and grabbed it out. I'm a little apprehensive about the concealer just because I feel like I made a bad choice because this stuff is so full coverage, but I do have really, really bad under eyes. Just not sleeping well, having migraines daily. So you know how when you start a new job, you have to wait to get on insurance? So that's the situation with this job. I'm not going to be getting insurance until August. So what that means is I was not able to get my Aimovig injection for my migraines, and I'm not going to be able to get my Botox for my migraines. So it's amazing, like when you are on a medication or on a therapy or whatever you want to call it, and you're like, oh, this doesn't work. It's not working. And then you can't get it, or you can't, you know, whatever. And then you're like, oh, yep, it was working. So that's kind of the situation I'm in right now, because I didn't think that the Aimovig was working. Yeah, it works. My body's like, F you, you know, so I'm getting daily migraines again. Like, I already took my 2 emergency rizatriptan, so it's an emergency migraine medication that you can only take twice a week. And I've already taken it twice this week. Ended up having to take an 800 milligram ibuprofen last night because really, really bad migraine. Having a migraine right now, and it's just not good. So unfortunately, I'm not doing the best. Okay, so that definitely did help to conceal the under eyes a little bit. I don't feel like it's too heavy of coverage. I think it will even out once, you know, bronzer, blush, stuff like that. That can really, really help. So I'm okay with it. Back to the basket. I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte. This L'Oreal 4-in-1 balm, it's pretty juicy, so I do have combo skin. So I am going to need to set it down. I'm just going to go ahead and also set my under eyes, because why not? Just going to do a very, very light dusting. I don't need a full bake today. Also hit my T-zone with my poof just because that's where I get the oiliest. So sometimes pressing your powder in this way will kind of help with any kind of oil. Okay, I need a powder brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off my under eyes, remove any excess. I don't want to look too powdery or too heavy. Okay, that side still feels a little damp. Moist, dewy, I don't know what you would call it, so. Okay. Brushing powder down so that way I have not microbladed in a minute, so I'm sure I've got the fuzzies. Brushing off any excess that's on my nose. So, mattifying it with powder will help to disguise any kind of texture, and then it can also just make it look a little bit more full coverage, even though it's not. So, this under eye was still a little bit damp. Okay, I think we're good. Just make sure any excess is brushed away. We go. So here is what the skin is looking like. Still have some imperfections showing. I'm okay with it. So I'm trying to decide what color under eye. Should I go with the orange? I think I'm gonna go with the orange, which probably is not gonna help my eyes look any better from the migraine, but oh well, it's fine. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go back into Dakar, which is that really pretty orange shade. And we're just gonna go ahead, smoke her out underneath the under eye. Because why not? It's just makeup. Okay, looks good, I like it. The last shade I'm going to go in with is Angelique, which is this really pretty kind of sand color. I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. That is bright. Oof, picked up too much, for sure. But pop right here. Definitely brighten that area. Okay. I really do need to wash my brushes. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with Donut, which is this shade right here. I don't want to go too deep, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a little bit. Just start bronzing a little bit. You can always add more if we need to. Okay, good enough. So, there we go. I like the bronzer. I don't think it's too much. So, okay, so I'm going to go in with my blush now. So I'm going to be going in with the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte, and this is in Red Riot. So the other one I tried to use was Broken. I don't know if you remember that video, if you watched it, but this one is like really, really deep, but I think it's gonna be really, really pretty. So I'm gonna just take an Ulta blush brush. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, tap off the excess. I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending this in. I don't know if my skin's still a little tacky. I felt like I powdered enough, but it feels like stuff is grabbing, which is not my favorite thing in the world. But whatever, we can go in with the powder brush and I'll blend stuff out. See what I mean? It's grabbing. Oh well, sometimes things do not go as planned. And guess what? That's okay. Sometimes you can fix stuff. Sometimes you can't, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, definitely grabbing weird. Oh well. Sometimes you just gotta blend like your life depends on it. A little bit across the nose, so that way we look maybe a little sunburnt. Pretty. Okay, time for the powder brush. So I'm not gonna dip into any more powder, but I'm just gonna try to get things a little bit more blended. Sometimes that will help, sometimes it won't. So again, it just really depends. Okay, looks good. Okay, so I have not used this, I don't think, and I've been wanting this for years. And I actually bought this online. Anyway, it's the Wet n Wild Made Glow highlighter, and this is in Moon Tears. This was like limited edition, and it was really hard to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this. If I remember correctly, this stuff is potent. So I'm gonna just tap off any kind of excess. So, and I'm just gently gonna start putting this on. I still love highlighter, and I'm always gonna use highlighter, but I also understand highlighter's not very popular anymore, which makes me sad. It will definitely come back. You know what I mean? It always comes back. Ooh, nope, nope. Ah! I tapped it off. Oh well. Oh well. Sometimes this is the way it goes when you're doing a get ready with me. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. And guess what? That is fine. We're just gonna go ahead and just keep on blending. Okay, so another trick, if I can find the brush I was using, oh, right here. Get your blush brush, and you can just gently kind of tap over your highlighter. Sometimes that will make it look a little bit more blended, a little bit less intense. Like that. Okay. Yeah, this stuff is potent. If you get any of the Wet n Wild loose highlighters, which they need to come out with more shades. I feel like they need to do that again. But what do I know? The answer is nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the e.l.f. Stale Night Microfine Setting Mist. I'm almost out. This stuff is amazing, by the way. If you haven't tried it, it's good. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the NYX Worth the Hype Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. I don't know if I've used this before, honestly. Maybe I have, I don't remember. All right, so that took forever to build. Got a decent looking lash, but no, it just took too long to build. So not my favorite. Last step, so it's gonna be lips, and I've never used this. It is the Morphe x Ashley Strong Tourmaline Soul Lip Duo. It's kind of a neutral. I think it would look good with the eye look. So we get a lip gloss and a lip liner. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this. So let's do it. Okay, I'm not the best at lip liner. If you've watched this channel, you already know that. That's the best I could do. I'm trying to do like an ombre lip. We'll see. But this is the lip gloss. I think it looks really pretty. Let's go ahead and... Okay, so this is the finished look. I think with the right outfit, I think with the right jewelry, you know, I think that this is actually quite a pretty look. The eyes are a little bit different, which I'm fine with. I do like the lips a lot. The skin looks okay. I would have preferred maybe a heavier coverage base, but sometimes that's the fun of doing, you know, shopping my stash is, you know, this is a pretty heavy eye look and then a pretty light coverage complexion. So I don't know if it really goes, but I do think it's really, really pretty. It's different. It's unique. I think the blush did end up working out, blending it in with the powder brush. So yeah, I don't think this is a bad look at all. I don't like the mascara. I think everything else worked out great. I think the L'Oreal Balm would be really pretty doing a lighter eye look, stuff like that. I think the concealer worked pretty decently. I definitely think I could have gone in with a color corrector first, but I don't think it looks bad. I just really, really don't like the mascara at all. But I think besides that, I think it looks decent. I do have to run some errands today, so I'm going to be going out like this, so I'm fine with that. I really, really like the lip. I actually did pretty decent with the lip liner, which, pat on the back, I never am good with the lip liner. The little Morphe Lo-Fi palette, I have better bronzers, but I think it looks okay. So, it looks just okay. Like the eyes, like the lips, the complexion definitely is a little bit... It's right in the struggle bus, but anyway, there we go. That was, you know, shopping my stash, doing an eye look or doing a look all together. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, go and give the video a thumbs up, share it, all that jazz. Let me know down below in the comments if you ever do shopping your stash, getting out stuff that you haven't used in a while. If you haven't, make sure you do that. It's kind of fun. So anyway, make sure that you subscribe. I do upload 7 days a week all about budget beauty. It's not just the outside. It's, you know, the inside, your home, your wallet. I do vlogs, I do hauls, I do like home care, cooking, all sorts of stuff. So make sure that you do subscribe, but I appreciate you stopping by. Another video should start autoplaying here in a moment. It might be one of mine, it might be somebody else's, but sit back, relax, enjoy. I'll see you all here in just a sec.